Let's start. Okay, whatever. Okay, so good evening, everyone. And I want someone to give me feedback. How was the assignment? Like, what was the challenge? How were you able to go about it? Were there any challenges or anything thereby? So, who want to go first, please? Yeah, who want to go first? How was the challenge? How was your assignment? What was the experience like?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Sarah, good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Okay. The assignment for me was quite tricky, being my first time. Although I used AI, but I was able to understand some things because while I used some of the codes generated by AI, I could understand, okay, this is actually how color is this is how they implement colors in designs, and it wasn't difficult though, but when I saw it, it was later when I did some research on AI that I now understood what the assignment was all about. But at first it was quite tricky. I don't understand, especially the part that had to do with using Word documents, because I was like, how am I going to go about it? But after everything, I saw that it was not even a big deal at all. But I also had issues with like some aspects that AI generated for me, like the aspect of the colors. I saw those colors when I tried to like run the code, trying to change colors, trying to use this or that. I understood how it was, but I didn't understand some of the terms they used.
Mm,
Yes, like, there was a part where I used something like what is it called? I'm trying to remember the word there. It's based on, it's just has to do with the background, like the image, the colors you want for each paragraph, if you intend using colors for each paragraph and others. But it wasn't difficult though, but for me from the start it was kind of difficult. But I realized that it was later an easy um project to go about.
okay. Very good feedback. I like the fact that you were able to um stumble into something new and you were able to learn something new. Why? That's actually what I'm expecting from everyone. Yeah, it's now I see that it's good that you use ChatGPT in a good way. Why? Because it makes you to now understand more. Right. So it means you actually use it right. Even though I scored you less for using ChatGPT, but you use it right. Kingsley, you are just submitting your own assignment. Eh? Kingsley, you submitted late. You are submitting today. Eh?
Yes, sir.
King,
Good evening, sir.
why? What happened?
Sir, I was having difficulties even since the day of the first day of the assignment because I'm using a small phone. My laptop is giving me issues. Even
Okay.
most of the time when the assignment was being posted to the group, I don't see it because I tried to connect my WhatsApp to my laptop, so everything
Mm,
was like scattered.
oh,
So I find it so difficult to even upload anything from it.
okay.
Even the other assignment in the other class,
Mm,
UI, US, I find it so hard until I have to submit it late.
all right.
It's my own phone.
Okay, that you are using to work. You can change in your phone and your laptop.
Yes, and it's giving me a lot of issue. My laptop is not really okay. It's not okay. So,
All right. You'll get by with it. Okay. The challenge is good. At least you're able to get by with it.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
So one thing, okay, so Sarah also, well done. So one thing, learning software development will do for you. I saw an excellent write-up by Paul Fitz, your governor, and she's interested in development in coding because she's been challenged because she saw her colleagues able to do these stuff, and she was wondering, it will make them look so big, like the big guys, the big girls around. Right. So she was like, she wants to take it up as a challenge that, okay, this thing that they learn, I can also learn it. That's a very good one. Do you get? So in the process of learning software development, starting with front end website design, later on, we'll look at other application areas. One thing it's going to do for you is this. It's going to expand your thinking capacity, the way you think about life, how to process life. It will change it entirely because what we are training you as is to be somebody that can bring solution. Do you get? So you later on, when you now begin to get projects, or work as a developer or as a website designer, you listen to clients, you listen to your customers, you listen to your boss, they will tell you, we want to do this, and that. And based on that, you have to have a very critical understanding. Your cognitive have to be very sharp in order to be able to catch what they are saying, translate it to an image in your head, and able to provide a solution that this is how we can go about it. That's what we are teaching here. So as you are learning, there's something that will begin to grow on your inside. It's going to be your tenacity will begin to grow, your capacity will begin to grow. There are some of you that it will begin to impact your school studies. There are some courses, there are some things you are doing in school, you're in 200 level, 400 level, you are just writing jam, getting admission, or you're already working. It will increase your capacity. It will make you be ahead of your contemporaries because what we'll be doing will be critical reasoning, just like Sarah now in trying to do her assignment, she shall use ChatGPT in one way or the other, and she got to find out, explore something more, something new, and make her to understand. So that little understanding you have has increased the quotient of your IQ. Yeah. So these are the things you'll be going through, and this is how we gain experience. Do you get? This is what makes us a mighty tree outside there that is sought for. Right, ability to think. So that's what we'll be doing mostly is critical thinking. You'll be confused, but how did you get? You have to find a way around it, to get the result. All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you for your feedback. So I won't take much more because I want to close up by 9 today, and I don't know how fast we're going to run. I hope that we can be able to make a lot of tonight. Okay, so your assignment is just basically to write a website, web page, 3 sentences. So there are some of you. Let me extract. Okay, let me extract one of some people's work. There's some work that. Okay, let me extract from here. No problem. Which work should I bring out? Right here. Okay, let me bring out Prophet. Prophet, should I bring out your work? I think hope I will not expose the personal things that you
Fine.
like.
It's fine,
All
sir.
right. Okay, thank you. Okay. So this is the RDI portal for us as facilitators. So we see all your work and we're able to grade. Okay, so okay, this is it. So this is for profit. Yeah, this is you're able to do what? So now I'm going to inspect this page. All right, I'll ask a question. How many of you remember this thing? What is this that I've just done? Who can tell me? We did this, that's our first day. What's this that I just did? I brought
Inspect.
this up.
Yeah, you
Yeah?
inspect.
Inspect.
You inspect.
Yeah, okay, good. What is the inspect? What is it for?
You should check the back
You are
end
trying to bring.
of the code that is running.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so we inspect to see. So instead of me going to check faith work, opening with opening with maybe my own, maybe my notepad or my VS Code, I can just inspect. Inspect is for troubleshooting, is to check what has been done. Do you see? First one, your heading, which is right. Or the heading, yeah. The heading should have been more of perfect. So what you are doing right here is, so I'll give us, after today's class, I'll give you a challenge to go and write a newsletter. Yes, so that will be today's target. So let's see how far we can run. Okay, you see, this is the body, HTML, head, let me see, title, yes, and the body. See, everything is within the body. Forget what was inserted into this body, just forget that. Then heading, perfect, paragraph. This is what I expect some of you to do. Some of you put all your work in one paragraph. So you see this, as I put my mouse cursor on the first paragraph, on the first element, it will highlight it on the left-hand side. Look at, I put it on body, it highlight everything. Then I put to perfect on the heading, it highlighted it heading. On the first paragraph, you see, I said, okay, you are supposed to have like at least 2 paragraphs you get. So this first paragraph, I'm a nurse, student of University of Elisha, blah, 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 blah. Then, if I want to go to next paragraph, naturally in Microsoft Word, you just press enter. But this one, you have to specify another tag for paragraph. P means paragraph. So remember, whatever you open, you must close. Let it ring in your head. Whatever I open, I must close. Whatever I open, I must close. Whatever I open, I must close. So we are working with a container. Everything we are doing is like a container. Everything I'm doing is like a container. Do you get it? Let me see. So, with this, explain it. Yeah, it's like a container. You see this thing? So everything is, whatever you open, you must close. You must close it up. So just put your mind a container. So another paragraph, hopefully. So on and on, you can keep writing. She put under it, I will be writing some of my favorite food. This is awesome. This is like a what do we call it? After a subtitle. Do you get? This is like a subtitle. And then, okay, Faith, how did you get by with this list item?
Actually, sir, I had some knowledge of HTML before, so it was easier.
Okay. Good. So now she listed elements for our favorite food. So now there's a way and manner we can list. How many of you remember what is this? If you want to do this, like you want to itemize stuffs in Microsoft Word, how do you do it? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is it called? There's something is called. Who can tell me, please? I will assume that all of us knows Microsoft Word. If you don't know Microsoft Word, please go and learn it. Do you get? I assume we all know. Yeah, I assume because this is not desktop publishing class. This is web front-end design. If we want to go through this, because you need the basic knowledge of Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is just to write letter, write document, and things like that. So if you remember, if you want to see my items, in Microsoft Word, if I want to put it as a list, what do? I bullet it, I bullet point it. Bullet 1, pencil. When I press enter, pen, I press enter, color, and no. So this is to able to itemize my item. I be itemize my objects in a particular order. So likewise, when we want to put things in an order, don't do it like paragraph 1 dot paragraph. No. It's a wrong way of doing things. So you use ordered list, OL, and then you begin to list the item one after the other. So it's part of what we'll do today. I'm just analyzing this. Who can tell me why is this image broken? It's not showing. This is the image Paul Faith attached there. Why is this image not showing? I want to test our knowledge. This means this when you see something like it means an image is broken. It's not showing. So, and if I click here, it should direct me to where I should fetch it from. Do you get? Open a new tab. It's not showing. You see? Who can tell me? Yeah, somebody was speaking before.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Sarah.
I want to try.
Hmm.
I think it's because probably it's not in the same folder as the HTML file.
Okay. Who is in support of that or who is against that?
So I think it's because it is not present on your device, so it cannot access it.
He's on this device. He's on this device. Oh.
Um,
This is it. This is it now. This is it, right?
yeah, this is it.
Okay. Who wants to try? Who else?
Because it's not.
It's broken.
Good evening,
Hmm.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me try. I
Thank
think
you.
there is a missing letter or alphabet that should complete the formula for bringing out the picture, the photo.
Hmm. Okay.
Can I try?
Oh, yeah, try. Yeah.
Well, I don't know the technical term to use, but I just took time to observe the code now. So I observed that it is not complete. So after
Okay.
that, IMG SRC, we're supposed to have an equals to before that semicolon or what's it called? Before that double comma or something. So
Okay.
because of that, the code is not correct. So it can't display the image.
Okay. Okay. What about this? Why is this one showing now?
This one,
Why is it showing? Why is this one not showing?
let me
Why is this
see
one
the
not showing?
code
And
for
why is
this.
this one showing? Oh, yeah, let's see the code now. Yeah.
Let me see the back end for this one.
All right, this is the back end. Look at it.
It's Lórúkọ
Okay.
Jésù.
Yeah, so these are critical thinking. You know, you are going to think so much. Some things will not work and you almost pull out all of your hair from your head. So the difference, Sarah actually was right. Right. It's because it could not see this image in this one that is not showing. It could not see the image from the folder. It's not seeing it as if in the same folder. Why? Because what I extracted here is I'm opening it directly from the zip. Look at it. I'm opening it directly. This is a zip folder. This folder is compressed already. So I just opened what I'm supposed to do is uncompress it and open it. Right. What I did is I opened it directly from the compressed folder. So it's not seeing the image somehow. Do you get? So many reasons, if an image name is not well written, you all are right, actually. If the image is not written well, if it's not accessed well, it will not show. Do you get? So what you begin to do is troubleshoot. So you inspect. That's the right way to do. Do you get? So this one now, the reason why it's showing is because you could see that what I was trying to do something. I uncompressed it. Look at the right folder. This is an uncompressed folder, this one. Compress means I zipped it up with what you did to submit your assignment. You see, this is a file folder. I uncompressed it so that the system could be able to identify, when I'm opening this web, it could identify the image directly. So that's just the difference. All right, you all tried. Thank you very much. All right, so we want to hit the ground running for today's class. And this is our target for today's class. We want to see if we could achieve something like this. How many of you will be interested in us getting to this place? At least this is not bad, Abby. You could be able to create something like this. So you could see this looks a bit more interesting. It has some colors. It looks so beautiful. It adds some beauty to it. And then has some picture. This picture is appearing differently, even though it's still bad, but not that bad. And then we have, some list. We have table. We have something like this. We have form. How many of you is aware of Google Form? The Google Form you used to register. Do you remember how
Yes,
it was? Yeah. So I think this is something that we'll be excited to see. And you have something at the bottom. Right. So, and then we have another one. So which one will you prefer? This one or this one? Look at this one. This one looks like a skeleton. Am I right? Eh? Which one will you prefer?
the first one.
Colored one.
Yeah, the
Okay.
colored one.
Okay, who can tell me what's the difference between this and this? They are the same thing, the same content. But what differentiates them?
The
Look at the way
coloring.
this one is appearing. Not coloring? No, not only.
No, I think you've actually structured everything with CSS.
Is it the
Okay.
And
UI UX?
Who is the person that mentioned CSS just now? That person must have gone further than us. Eh? Who is the person?
I'm the answer.
Oh, Tunji. You people are senior men. So please let the people that are learning, let them learn, please. All right. So this is so the difference between this and this is CSS, which is what I'm trusting that we'll eat tonight. You guys. So that's what makes website beautiful. So, but we are going to start with this one. So far it to be so. Learn this one first. So let's see how this is created. Okay, in real sense, what does this mean? How is this created? Eh? How is this? And also, that's what enables you to be able to click. If I click back, it goes to another page. If I click courses, it goes to another page. If I click learning journey. Okay, and by the way, you can start writing about your learning journeys. It's open. So each learning journey you upload, it will be approved by your facilitator, and then you gain 2 points extra, 2 points each on each journey you're able to share. Okay, so let me not bore us with that. Okay, so what we want to do today is something like this. We want to extend what we learned last week beyond. So we want to learn this. We want to see how how is this appearing this way? And image, ordered list, table, form. Want to learn some other elements on HTML. So we are back to W3 school. Elements. We have elements is everything that's from the start tag to end tag. So, for example, this is an element H1. So we can call it element or component of HTML. So if you have a note somewhere, you can say component of HTML. Component of HTML is header, paragraph, bullet point, which is ordered list, bullet point. What again? Who can tell me? Border. We have many things. Do you get that? We can just like in HTML, I can create so many funny things. I can create many things in HTML right here. I can create something like an header. Do you see? I can format something like this. The same thing I can do in HTML too. So those are the kind of things we want to look at. So we want to, you see, element, we have different elements. So elements or components, whichever name it may be, is a way of presenting an object. It can be a writing, it can be a picture. For example, look like what Paul Faith did. Okay, like this one, you can see this is an header item that is bold, and there is something called a line here. So we want to learn all of those things. So we'll be learning a lot of components, but I will give you assignment to learn several components by yourself. Also, you could remember that in HTML, we can add something like table. I know why I'm going back to Microsoft Word to train us on this thing, because we are more familiar with what we see in Microsoft Word. But let me tell you, you can use it to explain it. You see this thing called table, where you can create table. is a component in HTML and it's similar to what you have right here. You see this thing? This is a table, similar to what you have right here, right? And then you can create form, contact form like contact us, register, sign up, sign in. Want to be able to do something like that. You get. So let us hit the ground running. So we've been able to learn things like paragraph. So all of these things are things you have to learn by yourself. Do you get me? So pick up different component element tags in HTML and learn and study what they mean. Right. So we want to start our work. So can you open, I'm using Sublime because I'm using another laptop to train us. So please, it's just an editor. Sublime is just an editor, a beautiful editor also. So we are going to be learning, and this is what we will be learning. So let me create a new this thing. All right. Okay, let me create a new work. So just like we did the other time, where is your project going to be stored? Look for a place where your project is going to be stored. Let me create a new one. New web. Let me call it new web. A folder. So I'll be storing everything in my new web. Right. So what are we doing? So I've created a new page. So in VS Code, just press Ctrl N to create a new page. So if you are with me, say A, please. I don't want to leave anybody behind. Are we stay together?
A.
Some more minutes, please.
Okay. So open your VS Code. All right. I think it's better I send all this code to you. Then I'll now be explaining it. It will be better that way instead of writing one after the other. All right. So pick up that code and paste. So just like as you have it here, I will copy it from the chat. Check your chat. I sent something to your chat, please. Check your chat. I will copy the chat. Ctrl C, copy the chat. What I send in the chat. Then do this. Inside my new file, Ctrl V. Where is it? Ctrl V. Okay, Ctrl V. So this is it. Ctrl V. Okay. If you have done this, let me see your confirmation on the chat. Okay, waiting for two more person. Okay. How many more person? Okay. Let's continue. So can you save your work? Remember how we saved? Control S. As you're saving it, don't just go anywhere and just save it there. Go to the folder where you want to save it itself. Navigate there. You can navigate. Mine is inside new web. So I can call it basic HTML. .html. Bam. So you save it as an HTML file. Let me know if you have done that before we continue. Please, if you are not getting it, you are free to interrupt me. So let me remove. Okay. Oh, wait. There are some things I want to remove because we are just learning. I don't want it to confuse us at all. I don't want us to be confused. Can you give me a moment? I will readjust this work and send to us again, please. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment, please. A moment. Because we are taking it simple, a step at a time. A step at a time, a step at a time, a step at a time. A step at a time. Yeah. Okay, I think. So please replace your code. Replace your HTML code. Sorry. replace your HTML code, copy the new one and paste. There are some things I don't want you to be confused about so that it doesn't trigger some questions. All right. So this, I wanted to use this as our assignment. Okay. All right. So we'll be explaining it one after the other. Okay, save it. Now, what you have saved, can you open it as an HTML? Can you open it on your browser? Then we can begin explanation. Are we fine? Hello, are we fine? Okay, who else? Sarah, Faith, Joshua. Yeah. Are we fine? Is there any challenge? If there's any challenge, let me know.
I'm fine, sir.
All right.
I just copied the file anyway. I just copied what you sent to us.
Okay, have you opened VS Code?
Yes, of course. I put it on VS Code.
Okay, have you saved it?
Yeah, I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do, sir.
Do it. Save it. Control S.
Okay.
Like this. Control S. Yours is okay. Yours will be saved. Just save. Mine will be saved as you click save. Control S.
Okay.
Then look for my document. I think your work is under my document. You will see something like your RDI frontend folder. That folder, you double click it. You just navigate it and then give it, when you want to save, give it a name. I call my basic HTML.
Okay.
So save it. So have you been able to, so I will assume you all have opened this because I want to explain this right now. Open it on your browser. Okay, so we can continue, right? All right, we can continue. Okay, good. All right, so just follow me. So if you remember our last class, we said everything starts with HTML, and whatever you open, you close it. You're opening a container, you close the container. You see, it's closed at the bottom here. So that's what happened there. Then the next thing is, by standard, head title. So my first basic website, this is where it is. You see, where my tab is, my first basic website. So when you see Facebook here too, so Facebook, what they did is that they put title, Facebook. So the next thing is body. So you have been through with head, then you want to work on the body. So we now have something new, which is called a component. It's a kind of a component in HTML. It's called header. Can you see header? Now, we now want to be able to do a standard designing, just the same way you have on MS Word. I think I showed it to us the other time. MS Word, MS Word, you see something like like an header design. I think like an header design, something like this, header design, and you can also have something like a filter. At the same time, you can also have something like a filter. You can have something like a filter. Where do we have filter? It's at the base, right? You see, filter is here, and your header is here. My website. Just the same we have in Microsoft Word. You've seen something like this before, maybe a printed document that has something like an header like this. and then you have some write-up going on inside the body. Have you seen something like this before? Just a normal document. Maybe you are carrying file, while you are carrying file in your school, or your certificate or things like that. Then you have you see, you have something like techeu.com. You see, you have something that is on your footer like this. It's just showing there, right? So just the same way you have this. And you see, you can put many things on your header. You can put many silly things. If I just say that, I can just put whatever I like. It's my space. You see, it's the same thing we are doing right here. So we are like saying that, okay, I want to have an header for my website. So that's what is happening here. Under this header component, within this tag, you open the tag, you close the tag, open container, you close container. They're all the same thing. We now have something called welcome to my basic website. Header 1. H1 means that heading. This is heading. Just like Microsoft Word. I'll be using Microsoft Word to teach us. Don't worry. Because I know you are familiar with this. Just like you have heading, I can give heading. Yeah. You see, heading. Yeah, my work. You see, I can give heading like that. It's identified that this is an heading for a document. Do you get? So it's the same thing for HTML. So I'm able to identify a heading and what you see here is paragraph. I think we understand this to this point, right? Please, I would like us to be very fast in response so that I know I'm carrying us along. I have very short time. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so now there's something called comment. What you see right here is comment. So now there are two kind of people that live in a room. You can have somebody that live in a room as far as the person can sleep, wake up, eat, dress, go to work, come back. He can leave the room untidy. Whereby, there are some room that if you are looking for the crane, you enter that room, you're looking for where, the belts are, everything are well ordered. But imagine when you enter a room whereby you just find things scattered around, you can't really understand where things are positioned, So also we have people designing websites, programming language, when you program a software, there's something we call comment sections. So for example, comment section is not executed on HTML, meaning it's not impacted. And we represent it in other programming language. They have been represented with some represent it with some syntax. So these are syntax to represent comment. If I open this now, you see, it's showing an error, but I close it back. You see, it's recognizing it as a comment. So as it recognizes a comment, it will gray it out because of my editor. My editor is graying it out. So this is a comment. It's just to tell us what is happening here. You put a comment there. Then under comment, what is happening here? Under comment, what is happening here? You get it. So the comment is telling us this is for header section. Do you get? So the next one is navigation. How many of you who can tell me what you understand, where you've seen a navigation? Like, have you seen a navigation before? What does it look like? From here, from this app I opened here, where, like, can you tell me where we have navigation? Navigations. Who can tell me? Where we have navigations?
We have navigation to home, we have about, then we have contact.
Okay. No, based on this, on what I show on my screen right here, this website. Okay, let me open that website to explain. I will explain it to us. Don't let me delay us by asking us questions too much. Okay, let me explain navigations. So we are still on understanding. We are still on understanding components. So you'll be learning a lot of components. The component I taught you either this one. You see, this is navigation. Like home, programs. Navigation is what you see on top of a website that tells you like about us, contact us, so that when you click on each one, it takes you to a particular page. For example, so this is, and navigations are always mostly on the heading, on the topmost bar, heading. There are components that tells you what is accessible on the website. You know, like I have my home page, programs, about us, contact. It means I can access something like programs, I can access something like about us, I can access something like login. When I click login, it takes me to the login page. Do you get? So it's similar to that. You see, for this website that has been well built, right? More robust. You could see how it's represented here. But this one, which is a bit ugly, you see how it is. So this is what we use to represent navigation. We call it nav. So when you put nav, it arranges items horizontally. It assumes that you are trying to create a navigation. You see, if I copy it and I replicate it, you'll see what it's going to do. Did you see any changes? Huh? Is there any changes? Anyone? Hello, is anyone on the call?
Can you do it again, sir?
Have I done a trick? Hope it's not I've done a trick. I've not done a trick. Oh.
No, like I did not actually see the change. So I'm asking
Even
if
me,
it's possible for you to do it again.
even me, I can't see my change. I don't know what's happening. Wait. Okay. Okay, I see. See, these are part of the trouble we used to face. You have to be well knitted to what you are doing. Okay, wait. I'm going to come back again. I'm going to explain to us. I think we need to have a class on Saturday, please, because so that we can. All right. So this is what I wanted to show us. Okay. What I tried to do is I replicated this navigation component and all of its item. So what we have right here is a once you put this nav, it arrange items horizontally. Navigation, it arrange items horizontally. It means that whatsoever thing you put inside nav, maybe it's a picture, maybe it's a paragraph or wherever, it's just seeing it as I must put it horizontally. Let me refresh, we'll see. You see, oh, it's not putting it horizontally. It has scattered it. The reason is that paragraph is not supposed to be there. So there are some rules but don't forget about rules for now. So the essence of navigation is to show you items that can link to other pages, right? Just like right here, you see this website that we have right here. If I click on register, it takes me to registration page, right? Right, these are the things you are used to. So I will be able to achieve it. So we're able to achieve it. Let me delete this so that I don't confuse us. So we're able to, so if I want to reference another page by clicking on a particular item, we call it a linking item. So on that linking item, I want to reference another website page. Do you understand? So we call it, we now put an attribute. So this brings us to explanation of attributes. Attributes are what is part of a component. Attributes are what are part of a component. So now we have a tag called a tag. The a tag is to identify an item as a linking item. Do you get that this item is a linking item? It means it's for navigation. When I click it, go to this page. When I click it, it's just for navigation. Go to this place, redirect to this place. When I click login portal, it takes me to login portal. Do you get? When I click register, take me to register. So what happened is, you may be seeing a button here. It's different. When I click contact, I've not been able to link this one. Let me show one. That's trans or All right. Okay, we are the one that built this website. So let me use this one to explain. So this website, for example, is loading. Do you see? So if I say this is navigation, you see, I click on services, it brought me to services. If I click on contact us, it will take me to contacts. So on it, you still have navigation. If I click on home, it takes me back to the home page. Do you understand? So now, what we have right here is what we call navigation that has a linking item. Navigation that has a linking item. Navigation that has linking item. So link is represented with A. Do you understand? It's standard. Then now has an attribute, reference. It means that when I click home, where should it go? When I click about, where should it go? When I click contact, where should it go? So let me create a simple about us page. Oh, I hope I have some people now. Maybe it will look as if I've been doing a magic. Don't worry. Everybody will be all right. You'll be fine. Don't worry. I promise you that. Let me save this. Let me call this about me dot html. This, call it P H1. You see, okay. This is about me page. Right. This about me page. Naturally, if I click, this is it. I've created it. If I click it, it's a web page on its own. But what I want to do is that when I click this about me, it should go to this page naturally. So what do I do? What I'm going to do. So it is the same thing you do on websites. It's the same thing I want to teach you how it's been done. So what is the name? About me.html. So I'll say that when I click home, okay, it remain at home. When I click about, it goes to about me.html. So what am I going to do? I'm going to refresh the page. So when I click this, you will see what will happen now. Do you see that it goes to about me page? And when I click back, it goes back. When I click about me, it goes to about me page. Now, let me ask you if we understand it thus far. If there's anything confusing, now you can ask your question because I'll begin to tidy up things to round up.
Yes, sir. I understand, sir.
So I have a question.
Yes, Sarah, ask a question, please.
Okay, I've been thinking that where we have those elements heading, because in the assignment I submitted, the very top heading, I saw something like that's the AI code, and in the previous code you sent to the group, to the chat box, I saw something like doc type, something like that.
That's why I changed the code. I don't want you to trouble yourself
Okay.
with all of those things. Let's just keep it simple.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
Although
ChatGPT will complicate things for you. It will be putting some additional things that you don't have business with them for now. Because for you are inquisitive right now and you want to understand everything because you are afraid that every little thing is simply has an implication on what you are writing. So let's keep it very simple, plainly
okay.
like this. But do you
Okay.
understand it thus far?
I
All
do.
right.
I do have
Hel-
questions.
yeah. Hello,
Okay.
guys. So this is what we've tried to do. This is what we've tried to do. Yes, that okay, it's straightforward. You've seen website. So I expect you to explore website, explore a lot of things. You see website and you see that most websites used to have linking details about their website here. You see about contact us, our services. You will see things like this. So when you click it, like when you go to your school website, you see your portal, you log in. Then you see something like my courses, my course outline, my this. You click it and then you navigate. What happens? That thing that enable you to click and it goes to another page is what I'm explaining to us here. That it is the A tag. Is a linking tag. Right. And then it has something called attributes. Reference href, that's what we call it. It's standard. Reference attributes. Under the reference attribute, you now put the web page where you want to navigate to there, so that when people just click it, it takes them to that website which you have created. So it means a website can have 20 pages and they can link up with each other interwovenly. So is it clear to this point? I can as well remove this. You see, I can as well remove this. You see, I can as well remove it. It's still the same thing. But the problem of removing nav, you will see it when we begin to develop this website to be much more robust. Do you get? So navigation is to indicate that we are building, I'm trying to create a nav bar. We also call it navigation, nav bar, navigation item. Okay, have you seen something like this before? If I turn it to a mobile view, and you all are familiar with something like this. Are you familiar with something like this?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So that is that's navigation. Is when we use nav. If I inspect this code, you'll see it there. You see? Can you see nav? Can you see it? This is the guy. Nav. So that's what is responsible for what you're seeing right there. So let me cancel this. So you have nav, and then you have linking item to take you to different page. So I expect you to begin to create a sample website. So I want you to do this task, create a sample website. Although I'm going to write, do we need to create as an assignment? No. Faith, please, Faith, please help me to
Yes, sir.
take up this assignment and put it on the platform. Create a website that has homepage, about us, contact us. And it's going to be a website that should demonstrate your business. Under your homepage, you can just say, welcome to Olanrewaju Petroleum Station. About us should contain the profile of the owner and about the owner. The profile of the owner is the picture of the owner. And then you have a write-up about the owner of that business. Contact us should include where your address, your location, your contact number, your email address should contain that. And then you should be able to link from homepage to about us to contact us. And from contact us, you should be able to link all the pages together with each other. So that's going to be our assignment. So then Saturday, I will let us know the time when we can meet. We can also run for 1 hour so that we can cover up.
All right, sir.
You got that you got that up, right? Faith?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it,
All right.
sir.
You want me to put it up on the group?
All
Okay,
right.
so I will use this next 3 minutes. I want you to ask questions. When we meet on Saturday, we will explore more deeper. I will explain to us these other sections that is here. But anybody that is inquisitive, you can take it up to ChatGPT, paste this code and say, ChatGPT, explain this HTML to me like a beginner. It will explain each of the components to you. It will prepare you ahead of our class on Saturday. So, any question from anyone? I just have like 30 minutes more.
I have
About
a
what we
lot
have
of
done thus far.
questions.
A
Or
lot
maybe
have been.
I'll just post it. I have a lot of questions, but I'll post it
Okay.
on the group.
Yeah, post it on the group. Yes, you can ask a question on the group. It's fine. I will attend to every question. If you have question, drop it on the group. I will attend to everything. So you all have the code with you. Wherever is difficult, whatever is like, why is this thing here? Why must it be this one? Can I remove this? What is this one doing there? I will explain it to us. And when we arrive, I will explain attribute to us. We're supposed to have, you could see attribute is under your W3 class. That's what we are using for this curriculum. So you can explain, you can see what I just taught you. This is it right here. HTML attributes. Attribute is a property inside a component or an element. So what I just explained to you, see it in you see examples in W3 school. You can go through it and learn it. So are we fine? So when we meet on Saturday, we just look for a convenient time.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, please, can you share the code again because I lost it?
Okay.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. In absentia of questions, I'm so sorry that we'll call it a day today, but please on Saturday, we will put up a poll to see what time will work for us, right? And we can be able to journey further. This is where I want us to land here so that we can begin to do cool stuff. And when we get here, then we'll now begin to look at something much more deeper. Do you get? All right. So we'll call it a day today. So sorry that it's short, but this is how far we could go. All right. Thank you, everyone. I hope you are not so much disappointed. Faith, you raised up your hand. Hello, Faith. Oh, do you have a question, Faith?
Yes, sir. That's what I wanted to say. Sorry about
Okay,
that, sir.
okay, it's fine. All right, please, you all have a wonderful rest. Yeah, and God bless you.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.